I'm your host, Jakayla. It's time for another episode of Catching Up with Coach P. Hello, Coach P.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great.
That's great. First question. How do you feel personally about heading into your 10th season overall as a middle school head basketball coach?
Oh wow, 10 years already, huh? I'm excited about this year. I'm excited about this basketball team. We got a group in here that is ready to go, fundamentally sound. Um, we're just taking it slow as we work our way into the season. But I'm very excited about my 10th year here, coaching middle school basketball.
Excited to hear that. You have some very successful teams in your past years as head coach at Northside and Southside. What do you think this team will bring to the table compared to some of the more talented teams that you've had in past seasons?
That's a good question. That's an excellent question. I had some great teams down the coach from Northside, starting with DeMarcus, Jeremy, Quentin, and then moving on over to Landon Wells and a couple of those guys with that team. It's then coming over to Southside, coaching Dee and those guys. Wow, I can't really compare them because it was like this two different sets of skill level. But that team with Dee and Bryson and Josiah, they went undefeated. And so they raised the banner here at Southside. That team is special. And I'm not trying to take away from any of my teams at Northside, but that team is special to me because how they bought into the system, how they bought into playing together, how they bought into playing as a unit. And when you play as a unit and you buy into the system and you're doing everything the coaches are asking you to do, it's awesome. It's special. It's become a really special year for you. And that was those 11 guys did. All 11 of them bought into it. And at the end, we went 10-0 with a memorable game of beating Anderson by a last-second shot, and then raising that banner last year. Make that season very special. And that those kids deserve all the accolades that they got from that, because they sacrificed, they put in the work, and that's what's happened when you put in the work. You get the results of raising a banner. You get the results of going undefeated. So yes, that was a very special team.
Glad to hear that. What is your mindset coming into this season on how to make these student athletes get better, not only on the court, but also in the classroom?
Well, my mindset has always been the same, year in, year out. I don't deviate from the plan. You are a student first before you're an athlete, no matter where you're at or what school you go to. Sometimes we want to put the athlete before the student, which you cannot do. And one thing I do stress to my players is there's no way in the world that you can play for me and not succeed in classroom. You know what I'm saying? When you're in that classroom, the only thing that matters is that you're doing what that teacher asked you to do. You're getting your work done. You're not there to socialize. You're not there to make friends. You're not there to be popular. You're not there to be a class clown. You're there to do what that teacher asked you to do. And then when you come on the basketball court, you can do all the things that God bless you to do. But there's no way in the world you can play for me if you cannot do what that teacher asks you to do in class. If you're not successful in class, you cannot be successful on the basketball court, you cannot be successful on the football field, or anything that deals with athletics. You know, your books come first, your education comes first. You know, I always try to tell my teams every year that I coach that this game is going to come and go. We're going to, you can't play this game for the rest of your life. So what is your backup plan? You know, and if you don't have an education, you do not have a backup plan. You know, and that's why we always call these players that graduate from high school to the park, they become park legends because they did not put a plan together while they was in school on, okay, how do I get from point A to B to C? Where A is high school, B is college, C is the NBA or overseas. And so a lot of them try to put the B before the A. You know, if you understand what I'm trying to say, they try to, or put the C before the A, or put the C before the B. Long as I get to go somewhere and play. And the farthest place they make it is to a park and become a park legend. And I try to tell my kids that it's okay to be a park legend if you went through the process of A, B, and C. But if you just a park legend because you went from A to D, because you didn't make it to the NBA, or you didn't make it overseas, or you didn't make it to college. You know what I'm saying? Now I just graduated to the park, and now I'm a legend on the park. And I said that's nothing to be proud of. Just say that I'm a park legend. When I know I could have went to college, I know I could play D1 basketball. I know I could have went on to either the NBA or play overseas to make something out of myself.
This is a very good question I'm about to ask you. You've got some pretty good competition on this year's schedule. Will your team be mentally and physically ready when it comes to teams like Northside, Mount Vernon, Delta, and Newcastle?
Well, our schedule is shaping up to be a tough schedule. I think this is one of the toughest schedules that we had at Southside. And yes, opening up the season with Delta, Monroe Central, and then going through the break, and then coming back with Mount Vernon and Northside, just back to back. Yes, it's gonna get tough. Are we going to be mentally prepared? Yes, we will. We'll be mentally prepared. We'll be physically prepared for each game, and that's what these practices that we are doing now. That's why we run. That's why we condition. That's why we hustle. That's why we concentrate on fundamentals, diving for the ball, blocking out, moving your feet on defense. This is the things that we really focus on, because we know that in game time situation, you're going against a Northside, you're going against a Mount Vernon, you really want to be ready. You know, right now my mindset is on Delta. And I am getting my team ready for Delta. We're not looking at ahead of nobody. We're not looking over nobody. We're taking it one game at a time. And that first game is next game up, which is Delta.
With a new coaching staff, do you feel that this coaching staff can help you lead this team to achieve their goals, not only for basketball, but academically as well?
Yes. I am very happy with the coaching staff that we have, especially the addition of Jeremy Johnson and DeMarcus Cole. I truly believe they bring a very exciting piece to this team. They bring a different dynamic to this team. They bring experience as players, former players of mine, and former players at Muncie Central and at Liberty, that they can give to these players. And so when you look at across the board the coaching staff, I think that this coaching staff is well put together where our team is going to be successful, especially when it comes to fundamental drills and things that we need to make better and get better at. Setting good screens, passing, dribbling, sliding on defense, diving for balls, lose 50-50 balls. Those are the things that we really are targeting on. Fundamentals win games. It don't matter how talented you are. If you don't have fundamentals be talent every day of the week, 7 days a week, twice on Sunday. So we preach fundamentals.
With addition of Jeremy Johnson and DeMarcus Cole on your coaching staff this season, do you feel like they bring a certain kind of edge and coaching flair?
Oh yes, just like I just said before, yeah. They bring a different dynamic to the team. Those two are excellent. They're going to be excellent coaches when they do step into their calling as coaches. They're going to be great leaders for our players. They have a rapport with the players already. What I do is during practice, I let my assistant coaches run practice. I design what I want them to go through, and then I let them run the practice as I get to watch and observe our players. And yes, I do put what I want done in it and what I want to say, I say it. But I really try to give them leeway and to run into practice because eventually they will be head coaches somewhere. So I want them to get that experience now of how to run a practice, how to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to run a practice all day long. But somebody did that for me. And so it's time for me to get back and let my coaches have the experience of running a practice.
Next Monday is the red and black game here at Southside. What are you looking for in your team?
Well, the red and black game is an annual thing that we do here at Southside. What I'm looking for my team is to see how much have we grown in the 2 weeks that we've been here. How much have they learned? Can we run the offense fluently? Are we moving our feet on defense? Are we paying attention to the details, the little details of the game? What I'm looking for my players is to see how much they have put into the game. Like I said, this is our first scrimmage. So this is going to be a game set for them, and where they can feel a live game before they get to a Delta or before they get to Aspire or before they get to Monroe Central. So we want to get that game feel of this is what it's going to feel like. This is how it's going to be. This is what middle school basketball is all about. Because like, it's funny because, and I think about this a lot, these kids are coming from elementary. And so they play in that elementary setting where they might get maybe 15 to 25 people at a home game unless they go further into their playoffs. And then when they go to the field house, they get more people. But for middle school, you might get a setting between 50 to 100 people in the stand, depending on what school you are playing against. You know, like I told them tonight, I had a chance to share with them tonight about the first game with Delta. When you go to Delta, it's going to be mind-boggling. The stands are going to be packed. You know, the atmosphere is going to be electrified. And so those are the atmospheres that I'm trying to get them to be ready for. And I believe that the red and black game will get us ready for that. We're hoping that we can pack this field out with our sixth graders playing first at 5 o'clock, followed by our seventh grade and eighth grade. I truly believe that this year is going to be awesome for Southside because on all three levels, it's outstanding players. All three, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade are loaded with good players. And so the season's going to be exciting.
Can this team be just as dominant and lethal as the past Southside Panthers team that you've had before?
Yes. Yes. This team that I got this year, oh my goodness. Wow. The first day of tryouts, they're amazing. The coaching staff, they amaze me of the skill level that they have, the fundamentals that they possess. They were well coached at their former elementary school. So it's really a testament to us when we can inherit a team like that. Decision day of cutting down the team, usually I carry 11 on my team. This year will be the first year that I carry 14 players on my team. And it's because of the talent wise. And it's awesome. I'm excited about it. This year's team too. I would put this team up with my sixth grade team with Didi and them. That's how gifted this team is.
Coming into the season, what should everyone's mindset be when it comes to this Southside Panthers basketball team?
Getting better. Getting better every day. When you're on this court, nothing matters. Just me and my brothers. Getting better. Being accountability. Working at my skill level. Working at my skills. Getting my skills to where they need to be at. Listen to the coaches. Right now, I don't have them thinking about nothing else but getting better. Don't think about Delta. Think about what I got to do to improve every day. What I got to do to get better every day. Like I said, we said climbing this mountain. And eventually we will be reaching the mountaintop. But before you reach this mountain, you have to climb a step by step. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to get hard. You're going to run through some rough days. You're going to run through some rough practices. You're going to run through some rough games. But as you climb this mountain, you're going to steadily get better as you climb it. And that's what we want. I want to see my players say that I started here, but I'm here now. And I'm better than I was yesterday. Or I'm better than I was a week ago when I started out. And I truly believe they would do that. I truly believe that they would get better. I truly believe that they would believe in themselves. I truly believe that we are a better team.
My last question for you tonight is, where did you come up with the motto, we before me?
We before me. That motto was, that motto was Stafford. That's a player from Muncie Central. A great player, an awesome player. His work ethic was out of the world. His work ethic. He was the first one in the gym, and he was the last one to leave the gym. I have seen coaches from high school, from Central High School, leave the gym before he did. And when you have a work ethic like that, not only did he have a work ethic on the court, but he had a work ethic, the same work ethic in his classroom. But to have that work ethic of being the first one in the gym, putting up 1,000 shots, working on your skill set, working on your skills, being, I want to get better. And then to have that model, his model was we before me. It was his team before himself. And I thought, wow, I love that model so much that I went to the family and asked if I could use it. because it should be like that when you play basketball, whether you play football or any sport. It always should be we before me. It's about my team. It's not about me. We're in this together. We got one goal. We one unit. And like I said, with his mindset and everything that he did, it was to benefit his team before himself. He put his team before himself. So he was a selfless player. If you and that's what you want on your team. You want a selfless player that says, it's about my teammates. It's not about me. We win together. We lose together. We celebrate together. We cry together. You know what I'm saying? We ride together. We die together. So when you have that mentality, and you really say, okay, we in this together. We're going to war, but we're going to go to war together. Then the outcome will be better. The outcome will be victorious because everybody buying into the we before me model.
I'm your host, Jakayla, and this has been another episode of Catching Up with Coach P. Everyone, please come out and support your 6th grade Southside Panthers boys basketball team next Monday evening for the red and black game at Southside Middle School.
And that game is at 5 o'clock, and we want everybody to be out for that one. We want to pack this gym.